Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün İngiltere'de sizi iş hayatına hazırlamaya yönelik eşsiz programları ile Northumbria Üniversitesi'nden Jack bizlerle. Lütfen sorularınızı sağ alt köşede Questions bölümünden yönlendirmeyi unutmayın. Yes, Jack, the stage is yours now.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks very much for introducing me. It's great to see so many people here. Hi everyone, my name's Jack Williams. I work for Northumbria University. I'm the International Recruitment Coordinator, so my job is to essentially help international students come to the UK and come to Northumbria University. So today I'm going to talk to you all about employability, but then I'm also going to talk to you about our university. If you have any questions, you can leave them till the end, and we can have like a Q&A session. This session will be about 25 to 30 minutes in total. Cool. So what we're going to cover today. So I'm going to cover all about employability, the value of a UK degree, things you can do during your degree to make you more employable in the future, working in the UK after your studies, and also why should you study at Northumbria University in Newcastle. So start off, what is employability? So there's a bit of a definition here. So employability is a set of achievements, skills, understandings, and personal attributes that make a graduate more likely to gain employment and be successful in their chosen occupations. Now, this benefits themselves, the workforce community, and the economy in total. So there are quite a few things to consider. It really depends on where you want to go in the future. So how do you want to use your degree and what career path you want to go to? Things are different for various fields, so make sure you do your own research, but I'm going to go through a lot of these in this presentation. So do you need to become chartered? So for example, if you want to be an accountant, do you need to be a chartered accountant for that? Do accreditations help for the university you're attending? Will you be able to practice your field in your own country if you study in the UK? What skills do I need to get a job in my desired field? And what programs, software do I need to know how to use? I'll explain this in a bit more detail in the next few slides, okay? So what is employability universally? There are a couple of things. There are soft skills and there are hard skills. So soft skills are a broad set of transferable skills that mainly include work with people. Now the top most important soft skills, and this is from some studies, is teamwork, communication, time management, and problem solving. Now these are things that are very transferable in terms of they can really be attached to loads of different fields and the majority of the fields that you want to go into. The other one is hard skills. So these are specific to a job and can be easier obtained through specific training. So that looks at like analytical skills, high-level IT skills, computer knowledge, presentation skills, and that sort of stuff. So you really have to understand the difference between soft skills and hard skills and which ones you really need to learn to get to your chosen and desired outcome after your degree. So let me just check the chat for 1 second, but I think everyone's just saying hello. Great. Okay, going. So what's the value of the UK degree? Can a UK degree make you more employable? Yes, it can. So we offer really high quality education. If you didn't know, 4 of the global top 10 universities are in the UK. We're a leading destination for international students, which is second only to the USA. And UK higher education degrees and qualifications are recognised by employers and academics worldwide. So you will be doing something that you can use in majority of other countries in the world. The other thing to talk about is the use of the English language. So as you can imagine, our degrees are in English, so you'll be using the English language for the duration of your degree. Majority of UK degrees are 3 years in total, and the master's degrees are normally 1 year in total, and that's UK wide. So that's another thing to kind of think about is the English language. So employability during your studies. There are quite a few things. I'm going to use Northumbria's case study, but this will apply for majority of other universities in the UK. We offer hands-on experience during majority of our degrees, our facilities. So we have specialist labs, software, we have a crime scene house where if you're doing criminology, so you would be looking at like murders and stuff like that. We have a courtroom as well. So the courtroom is where you can practice being a barrister or being a judge. So it'll be during your studies for law studies, for example. We have live project briefs from established companies. We have partnerships over nearly 600 businesses. We are a top 10 in the UK for 4 facilities as well. Loads of volunteering opportunities, societies and sports clubs, field trips, loads of stuff that will make you more employable in the future. But I'll explain more about this in the next couple of slides. So where can I do my study abroad? So quite a few of our degrees offer a study abroad year. So you may have heard the term Erasmus. So pre-Brexit, it's a similar thing. So study abroad is where you go and study, as you can imagine, in another country that's not the UK. So we have a list of them here. So the US, we have Australia, Netherlands, France, Spain, Germany. So this would add another year onto your degree, but it makes you a lot more employable that you've gone and studied in another country that's not your own, and use your English language in another country as well. This is definitely something to think about. It's definitely a plus. Whenever I speak to students, study abroad is a massive plus and a massive advantage that we offer for you to really get a taste of another country that's not just the UK. We have a great careers support team as well. And we offer careers guidance, e-mentoring, employability advice, workshops. We can connect you with alumni in your field. So, for example, if you're interested in electrical engineering, and we knew that one of our students who's graduated is in electrical engineering, we can link you up and you can have advice and have a chat together to really see how you can get ahead in your field. We have job alerts, we have resources like that. And we have support you in securing placements and study abroad from there. We do loads of careers events as well. So recruitment fairs, opportunities to meet employers, practice assessment centres, stuff like that, practice interviews as well. So it just makes you more employable, and that's what we want to do. So in terms of accreditation endorsements, universities have certain accreditations. So this is a type of quality assurance process under which a university degree is evaluated by an external body to basically say that it's of standard. So an example that we have for our business school, it's double AACSB accredited. So what this means is that our degrees in our business school are of a certain standard and meet a quality assurance. Essentially means that when you graduate and you go for a job, and if the company just Google about Northumbria University, for example, and see that we AACSB accredited, doubly accredited as well, that your degree was of standard. Okay. Also, it might be essential as well. So, for example, architecture, psychology, physiotherapy, they all look for a certain accreditation when you go for jobs in the future. Okay, so this is something to bear in mind when you are looking for universities as well. So, working in the UK after your studies. So the main thing to really talk about is the graduate route visa. So once you have completed your undergraduate degree, you will apply for this visa. So if you are successful, then you can work for a maximum period of 2 years after your degree. So that's what we look for, 2 years in total. And it costs £700 and it's £624 per year for that. But if you have any questions about that, please get in touch, because it can be quite specific to person, but just get in touch. But the great thing is that there is opportunity for you to stay in the UK after your degree for 2 years in total to work and to get that experience staying in the country where you did your degree. So why study at Northumbria University, Newcastle? I've got a little video here, and it's only a couple of minutes long, but it will show you all about the university, about Newcastle, the facilities and that sort of stuff. Let me know if you can't hear this, but we tested it, so you should be able to. So there we go. Well, I'll put that link in the chat for the YouTube video in case you wanted to watch that in your own time as well. So let's keep going with. It's going backwards. Okay, so I choose Northumbria University in Newcastle. So we are quite a big university for where we are. So in Newcastle, there are two universities. There's Newcastle University and there's Northumbria University. So it's quite a big university city that we have. We've got around 34,000 students from over 143 countries. In terms of our accolades and what we're good at, we're a top young university in the world, and we're a top 50 UK university out of about 140 other universities in the UK. In terms of Newcastle upon Tyne, which is the city where we are based, it is constantly voted one of the most affordable student cities for students to live in. And that's down to accommodation, it's down to a lot of different things, shopping. It is a great student city to live in, it's very fun, but the main thing is it's incredibly safe as well. We are a city campus, which is based in the city centre, which means that you're about 5-minute walk from the centre of Newcastle. But the great thing about being a campus is that it's got a great atmosphere. It's got great sports facilities that you saw from the videos, like Olympic-sized swimming pool, basketball courts, football pitches, that sort of stuff. But the accommodation is dotted around in there, so you're never far from your lectures, you're never far from the shops, you're never far from everything that the university has to offer. We have 100 plus societies and 40 plus student sports clubs, so you can try loads of different things as a student with us. On the left-hand side, there's our websites and our Instagram and our Facebook. I recommend you have a look at them. And all our information is on our website as well, but definitely have a good look of that going forward. So let me go on further. So why choose Northumbria University in an employability context? So we're one of the top rated universities for job readiness. So our main thing that we want to do is get you ready for a job when you graduate. And we're on one of the top 100 universities in the world for the proportion of graduates that go into employment 12 months after graduation. That's something that we're really proud of. Here are some of the companies below that our students have gone into to work for. So Nike, Microsoft, Nissan, HP, loads of them, Vauxhall, Intel, Marriott. So they've gone into loads of different places, and we're really proud of them as well. So we are UK number 3 for graduate startups, and also 7th in the UK for professional employment. Yeah, so we're really good at getting students into jobs when they graduate and get them going into the world of work. So in terms of our faculties, so these are the 4 faculties we have: with business and law, health and life sciences, art, design and social sciences, and engineering and environment. We have loads of different bachelor degrees, and as I said before, they're majority 3 years in total. We have some examples from the different faculties. So business and law, we have accounting, business management, international business, marketing, and LLBs and LLMs for the law side of it as well. Art and design and social sciences, so like fashion design, art history, education, criminology, English languages, English literature, journalism, loads of stuff. Health and life sciences, biotechnology, biomedical sciences, chemistry, physics, loads of sports sciences as well, and then finally engineering and environment. So you're looking at architecture, engineering, computer sciences, maths, physics, geography. We have certain accolades for the different faculties in their own right, but we have options for you to study different internships and different abroad. Can you guys hear me? I think is my connection back? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, brilliant. Keep going. So where are we? So we're based in Newcastle, which is here. It's just below Edinburgh, so it's on the border of Scotland and England. It's about 3 hours by train from London, and we do have an airport, so we do have an international airport in Newcastle. But there's a majority of flights you'd have to fly to Amsterdam, fly to Newcastle, but we do have other direct flights as well, so definitely check that. We're not a very big country, so you definitely can go and explore. So we're not far from York, from Manchester, about an hour south of Edinburgh. So you can really go and explore England and the rest of the UK as well. Other things about the city. So we're voted one of the UK's best student cities. As I said before, about the two universities are a 1 in 6 student population. We were voted the safest UK city in the UK, #1 in the UK for nightlife. We're surrounded by loads of historical stuff, so like castles, beaches. Even though it is a city, it's quite a busy and bustling city. You're only about 10 minutes from the coast and from the countryside and that sort of stuff. So you can really get that kind of best of both worlds. Loads of culture, art. We get loads of bands that come up to Newcastle as well. Sports, you got Newcastle United, and loads of other stuff like that. And again, we're one of the most affordable UK cities in the UK. Accommodation. So we have a wide variety of accommodation on our campus at the university. You're guaranteed accommodation to all first-year students. So you are guaranteed accommodation in the first year. What happens in the UK for students is normally that you live in our accommodation for the first year, and then the second and third year you go and live in your own private accommodation. We've got loads of private accommodation, house shares, and we'll help you with that as well if you need it. With our accommodation, it's all-inclusive rent, so bills, Wi-Fi, security, everything's included. We're on the campus, so you're 5 minutes away from your lectures. You're given your own private room, so you wouldn't share a room, but you would share a flat. They all have communal spaces, lounge, kitchen, everything like that. And we offer a range of different standard rooms to ensuite rooms. It really depends on what you want to pay for. That starts at £70 per week. If you go onto our website and click on accommodation, it's got loads of videos and tours, and then you can get in touch with us from there as well. Entry requirements. So this is the entry requirements for Turkey. So I won't read them out because there's quite a few, but it depends obviously on what you did at high school. But if you have any questions, I'll leave my colleague's contact details at the end. She looks after Turkey specifically, so she'll be. If you have any kind of personal questions about and what you have and what you think you might need, etc. I'll also talk about the IELTS as well. So IELTS. You would need a 6 points. It depends on the degree, but majority is 6.0 with no lower score of 5.5 in each component. We do accept other entry requirements for English language tests, like TOEFL tests and a couple of the Cambridge tests. But just if you are interested, make sure you get in touch with us and we can double check that you are doing the correct test, because I've had quite a number of students tell me that they've done a test and it be the wrong one. So just make sure you liaise with us and we can tell you that you're doing the right test for that. Okay, kind of flown through that. I've thrown a lot of information at you. This is my colleague, Lena, so she looks after Turkey. And if you have any questions, please just email her. If you wanted to book a one-to-one Teams or Zoom call with her, then just scan the barcode or type in that URL and you can book a session with her. And then you can have a chat with her about studying with us if you have any other questions. Do you guys have any questions for the chat? I think,
Thank you for your presentation, Jack. So we have a couple of questions in the question section. Could you please answer those, starting from the bottom?
Yeah, I'll start with the first question that came in. Oh no, I'll start at the bottom, exactly, yeah. Hello, what's the annual tuition fee and the minimum IELTS score? So the IELTS score is on your screen now. In terms of the tuition fee is 16,500 for this year. It's £16,500 per academic year. Okay, so that's what we look for in terms of the tuition fee. What I'll also put in the chat, let me just find it, is information about certain scholarships. I'll be honest, we don't have a lot of scholarships on offer. But what I'll do is then you can have a good look and a good read through what we have for scholarships for this year. Every year we do new scholarships and new fees. So if you are interested in like a couple of years' time, I'll put this in the chat. So this is about our fees and funding there. Then just check back in the year that you're interested in, because there are new scholarships coming up all the time as well. I've explained about the accommodation, but definitely go on our website and just have a good look. I'll put that in the chat as well, that you can see. Let me find it. Here we go. Yeah, so this is about our accommodation in the chat. Could you please let me know what is the 4 years tuition fee for undergraduate studies? So I've put the thing in the chat for the fees and funding. I'll also put in another link that you can have a good look at as well. Because I feel like it's just easier just to put on the website. They'd send you to the website and then you can have a good look. And then you can translate it in English, translate it in Turkish if you'd like to. And then, will the university accept if a student's GPA is below 2.5? Unfortunately not. It's quite a rare occurrence if that is the case. We would still assess your application. So if you are interested and it is below 2.5, send it in and we'll assess it. But I'll be honest, majority isn't. Yeah, it has to be either 2.5 or above, to be honest. And then, is it easy to come to uni while living in Darlington? So Darlington is about a 15-minute drive away. You are on the motorway for all of it up, and you can get the train up if you'd like. So the train is like 20 minutes. It is doable. Majority of our students do live in Newcastle, but if you think you can do it and you can kind of get the schedule right to the trains and stuff, I don't see why not. Cool. Is there any other questions? Does a PhD require a GPA? We would look at your bachelor degree for a PhD. Let me just double check, because it depends on what you're interested in. It depends on the route that you're going for. Let me just check. Yeah, I'm guessing it does, because yeah, entry requirements. Yeah, so you need an upper second class honours degree, which is a 2-1 UK bachelor degree. So you need a 2-1 UK bachelor degree, but I'll put this link in the chat for you, and then you can have a look all about our PhDs and the application process and all of that stuff. After taking bachelor's degree, are we able to work in the UK? Again, I'm not 100% sure on that. You are able to apply for the oh yeah, you are 100%. So you're able to stay for 2 years. You've got to apply for the visa. Let me get it on the screen again. This is something that was just sent to us. Yeah, so working in UK after studies. So yeah, you can. So if you after your studies, you need to apply for this, and if you're successful, you can stay for a maximum of 2 years after your studies. So yeah. Are there any other questions? Any other questions for the chat? Okay, what I'll do is I'll put our contact details again on the screen. It's gone off. I'll put it on the screen so you can see them. There we go. So yeah, I recommend if you have any questions, get in touch with Lena, my colleague, via the email address there, and then she'll be able to help you with any questions that you might have. Brilliant. I think that's all the questions. So what I'll do is I'll stay on for a few minutes, and then please just put any in the chat that you have. If not, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you found that helpful as well. And please think about the UK. We are still here, and just get in touch with us, please, with any questions that you might have. After 1 year Master's Architecture programme, we will become REEB architects for England, right? It depends on the programme. Okay, one second, let me just check again. There was so many different courses, but I want to make sure it's right before. Yeah, so we offer a couple of different architecture master's degrees. So we offer an apprenticeship, which is 4 years full time. Excuse me. And then we have an interior architecture postgraduate certificate as well. So no, so we don't offer anything that would get you become an architect from postgraduate level. We only offer it from undergraduate level. Is there a job placement for help for graduates? Yeah. So in terms of our careers team that we have, we'll help you get jobs when you graduate, and that's their main reason that they're there, is to make you employable, but also set you with companies. And we do have nearly 600 partnerships with different companies. And we have job fairs, and we have loads of different recruitment opportunities for you to look at and get you a job when you graduate as well. Can international students do internship while study? It depends on your degree, okay? So certain degrees have a space for an internship, so that looks at the study abroad or an internship year of your studies. But it really depends on the bachelor's degree that you're taking. With your visa, so your study visa, you can work up to 22 hours per week, but that wouldn't be an internship. That's like part-time work, so like working in a shop or a bar or something like that. But again, it really depends on the undergraduate degree that you'll be doing. And for international students, they can stay up to 2 years after finishing their studies, but they have to apply for a visa after you've graduated, and after you need to apply for it through there. And then if you are successful, then you can stay for 2 years and work for 2 years after you finish your degree. Okay, so in terms of English language here, so we don't offer any kind of prep year or pre-sessional English, unfortunately. The IELTS on the screen is what we ask for, but we accept loads of different other like forms of English language, so I'll get that up for you as well. So I'll send that in the chat too, which explains about all the different English language tests we accept. But definitely get in touch with us before you take it to make sure it's the correct test. There you go, put it in the chat. So in terms of the architecture master's degree, we don't really offer it. So if you are looking to do an architecture master's degree, we don't offer the standard MA architecture. So we offer a one where you work as an apprentice for 4 years, which is part-time, and then we offer a interior design postgraduate certificate, which wouldn't be valid in the USA. So I'll be honest, if you are looking for an architecture master's degree, we don't offer it, unfortunately. I'd recommend looking at other universities that do offer the architecture master's degree, or look at undergraduate architecture, because that will get you into, basically it'll get you a fully qualified architect, sorry. Brilliant. Are there any other questions? I think we're okay. I think that's all the questions, I think.
Thank you for your answers, Jack. It looks like you covered all of the questions. Also, could you please put the email address on the chat box so that the participants can directly contact if they have any further questions?
Yeah, no bother. I'll do that now. Brilliant. Is there any other questions?
All right, looks like we don't have any other questions. So thank you again for your great presentation. It was very informative for the students and for the attendees. Also, you covered all of the questions. Thank you for your answers too. Also, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Umarım sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. Northumbria Üniversitesi ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için chat kısmında paylaşılmış olan mail adresinden Lina'ya ulaşabilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda linkleri incelemenizde faydalı olacaktır. Bir sonraki webinarlarımızda görüşmek üzere. Thank you very much again, Jack. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
No problem. Thanks very much for helping setting this up, and I really appreciate everyone for coming. And I hope you found that useful. Again, please just get in touch if you need anything at all. Even if you just have questions about studying in the UK, we are here to help for that as well.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Brilliant. Thanks, everyone.